Can a dog eat its owner if he dies? Watch the video and learn facts that may surprise or shock you. Subscribe to the channel and expand your horizons with us. In 1997, a forensic examiner in Berlin reported one of his more unusual cases in the journal Forensic Science International. A 31-year-old man had retired for the evening to the converted garden shed behind his mother's house, where he lived with his German Shepherd. Around 8:15 p.m., neighbors heard a gunshot. 45 minutes later, the man's mother and neighbors found him dead of a gunshot wound to the mouth, a Walther pistol under his hands, and a farewell note on a table. Then police made an even more gruesome discovery: bite marks on his face and neck. That mystery was cleared up quickly when the man's German Shepherd vomited human tissue, including skin, with still recognizable beard, hair. This wasn't a case of a starving dog resorting to eating its owner. To survive, a half-full bowl of dog food was still sitting on the floor when police arrived. The disturbing implication: maybe man's best friend isn't so loyal after all. That lack of information creates a problem for death investigations, the scientists say. Medical examiners need to be familiar with signs of scavenging, which can obscure the cause of death or when someone died. Some people think cats have no compunctions about eating their owners, but as it turns out, relatively few published accounts support that theory. In fact, in one report, published in the Journal of Forensic and Legal Medicine in 2010, a woman died of an aneurysm and was found the next morning. Forensic testing revealed that her dog had consumed much of her face, while her two cats hadn't touched her. When it does happen, cats generally don't cause as much damage as dogs do. They tend to go for the face, especially soft parts such as the nose and lips, says forensic anthropologist Carolyn Rondeau of University College London. It doesn't surprise me as a cat owner, she says. If you're sleeping, they tend to swat your face to wake you up. So a cat might start out trying to wake up a dead owner, and then begin to bite when that doesn't work. But most documented scavenging of human remains involves dogs. Dogs are descended from wolves, says Stanley Coren, a psychologist who has written books and hosted television shows about dogs. If we have a situation where the owner dies and there's no source of food, what are they going to do? They're going to take whatever flesh is around. In some cases, it's clear that the animals were scavenging to survive. In one 2007 report, a Chow and a Labrador mix survived for about a month after consuming their dead owner's body, leaving only the top of the skull and an assortment of bone shards. In a 2015 review of 63 cases of dogs scavenging their owners, less than a day had passed before the partially eaten body was found in about a quarter of cases. What's more, some of the dogs had access to food they hadn't eaten. If you think about it, if dogs only ate their owners because they were hungry, you might expect them to feed in the same ways that canines do in the wild. But they don't. Pet dogs are interacting with their owners' faces rather than treating the bodies merely as food. One possible explanation for such behavior is that a pet will try to help an unconscious owner, first by licking or nudging, Rothschild writes in his report. But when this fails to produce any results, the behavior of the animal can become more frantic and, in a state of panic, can lead to biting. From biting, it's an easy jump to eating, Rondeau says. So it's not necessarily that the dog wants to eat, but eating gets stimulated when they taste blood. Pets' distressed attempts to rouse their deceased owners suggest that losing a human companion is a traumatic experience. And in the face of trauma, we can't expect pets to behave like humans in mourning. In a sense, we've bred them to love us to death. It must be said that dogs generally sense their owners well, and even understand when they are stressed. It is quite possible that they also determine death and panic. But for now, this is only a warning, since no research on this matter exists yet.
Thank you for watching the video to the end. Subscribe to the channel and expand your horizons.